Hi, Greg Parsley, Superintendent for the Vincennes Community School Corporation. As we have stated to you over the course of the summer and really through the whole shutdown, that we will communicate messages as we need to, and we're ready to communicate a few different things. Specifically, I want to talk about our re-entry plan, but before I get there, as this video is being released today, we have graduation or commencement this evening in Alice Arena. As Mr. Combs has put out, we have had to place and put some restrictions in place. The most important part with that ceremony is that we get to honor our graduates in the class of 2020, so we look forward to spending time with them this evening. We also have the Franklin Open House that is still slated for Tuesday, July 21st from 5:30 to 7:30. We're excited to share that facility off with the community, and then that brings all of our elementary schools, quite frankly, to that state-of-the-art facilities and rivals that of our middle school and high school. We're excited to share that building with the community. We'll have a brief ceremony at the very beginning, a ribbon cutting. Mrs. Pancake has some students that will actually do that, and then we will allow people to go through the building. We are not doing it as we've done the other receptions. There will not be food and those things. We just want to share the building with the community, and then we will go back through, clean the building, and get it ready for staff and students. As I shift gears, you all are well aware that we have our VCSC path to re-entry. We have vetted that in many different places. We've released that through social media. You know that it is set up in a stoplight fashion of the green, yellow, and red. As I present this video today, we are in that green phase. That's where we certainly desire to be and desire to stay. A lot has gone into this particular plan. As I mentioned, it's been vetted in many different places. We've taken a lot of input from others. This plan, we feel, provides the absolute best and safest of all environments. When I refer to safe environments, certainly the cleaning of our facilities, disinfectant, hand sanitizer, mask when you cannot socially distance, signage, all those things have been taken into account. They're taken into account in all of the different phases. We also realize, though, that we have to have options for our parents. Now, I will tell you, it's my opinion, that the best option is that we need students in the classroom. We need in-person education. That's what we are building towards. But we realize that there may be some situations where folks have some legitimate health concerns, and that with those legitimate health concerns, we need to provide options. We have a letter that will be coming out to parents and guardians. We will release that through a variety of avenues that include social media, on the website. We can email it where we have email addresses. We can send a text stating that a letter has been sent. We're not planning, because of the length and the items within that letter, to actually physically mail it. We also are including our health protocol. There's a school calendar within the letter. But again, providing the options, because you as a parent have those options, that if you are uncomfortable with the in-person learning, and that again, there is a legitimate health concern there, providing that other option, and we explain that within the letter, and we'll work with you through that. As I do this video today, Knox County sits in a very good position. Southwestern Indiana sits in a very good position. As we have all learned with COVID, things can change at a moment's notice, and we know that. But based upon the data that is out there, Knox County, Southwestern Indiana sit in a good position, and hence why we feel confident at the present that we can bring students back into our buildings along with our staff and provide the in-person learning. I recognize and realize we've gone 9 weeks at the end of the 1920 school year where we were not able to provide the instruction. We've gone a summer without being able to do summer remediation. We can catch the students up. May not be overnight, will not be overnight, but we can catch students up. But in order to bring them back to where we need them, We need that in-person learning to occur and happen with your students in our buildings, with our staff educating. A couple other items that I would just draw your attention to: extracurricular activities. We've had a couple really good weeks. We've been doing extracurricular activities since Monday, July 6th. We have put different protocols in place, and our coaches and our students have done a very good job. We've been able to do that safely, and the different organizations have put guidelines out within the Indiana Department of Education. There are 3 phases. We're in phase 1. That phase 1 runs up until the end of July 19th, and then July 20th we move into phase 2. And again, as I have said to our coaches and sponsors, a large part of what they do and the environment also paves the way for us reopening. And because we feel good about the things that are already happening, we can feel good about the plan that we have. Offices. I know this is a question. We're getting ready to release our press release that talks about the reopening. That's the summer reopening. We send that out annually or every year. The high school building is open now. Our middle school and elementaries will open on July 22nd. I would ask, when we put that press release out, we provide the phone numbers for the school. We really need to limit people coming into the buildings. Our focus is upon getting our buildings ready for students and staff. That's the most important thing that we can do. But as we release that press release, you will see the phone numbers for the schools. I would encourage you, if you have questions or items that you need to take care of, call the schools. But again, high school is open now, the elementaries and the middle school, in addition to Washington Learning Academy, will open on July 22nd. It is important for parents or guardians to keep your information updated for us. As I mentioned, we're going to release a letter. That press release that I'm also referencing to, we will put out through social media on our websites. But we need to always be sure that we have your physically mailing address, email addresses, phone numbers. If any of that is changed, I would encourage you, send that through the VCSC helpline. We can disseminate it from there. If it's after July 22nd, you can go ahead and call any of the offices and they can update that, or the secretaries. But we're only as good as the information that we have. And if we do not have the correct information in our student management software system, it's hard for us to communicate. So please be sure that we have the most updated information. As I close, I can assure you we will continue to communicate. Likely we will communicate another video message prior to school actually starting. I can tell you that we are working tirelessly to be sure that our environments are absolutely the best. I cannot emphasize enough, we desire of your students to return, I desire the staff to return, and we need to get back to what we know best, and that is in-person teaching. Until then, thank you.